Prophetic word given on the 21st of January 2024. This is what the Sovereign Lord says. America, America, I have heard you cry. I will heal your land. The slavery will be reversed. Mississippi, Mississippi, out of you came many tears. Now there will be tears of joy, abundance. Mississippi, out of you will come fat calves. Hey guys, so today I'd like to talk to you about a dream that the Lord gave me. I was asking him if the wealth transfer was going to happen this year, and I was also asking him why is it so long, and I was just really struggling yesterday, and so because I was struggling I sought out a lot of the words the Lord had gave me for this year, and I was asking him, just to give me some reassurance of what was going on and what I was to expect. I'm not the type of person who God gives words and then I let the words go, right? I'm not that type of a person. I'm the type of person that if God gives me a word, I kind of try, even after the word is given, I try and go back to those words and I ask the Lord about fulfillment, right? I not just want to put out 1,000 words and confuse the body of Christ. That's not me. So I like to ask the Lord, what's going on? So I was asking him yesterday, what's going on, right? And I was really sad yesterday. I was so sad. Boil it down to delay, boil it down to personal circumstances, medical issues that I might be having. I was just really sad yesterday. So I normally, when I feel like that, I talk to God and I come to him and I ask him a lot of questions, and I come to him like a child, like, Abba, what's going on? Abba, why is it taking so long? Abba, you told me about the wealth transfer. You told me about the Josephs rising. You told me about, just taking everything back to the Lord and asking him, what is going on? What is going on? That's how I was yesterday. I was crying and pouring my heart out to the Lord. And I went to bed sad after my prayers. But my prayers didn't relieve me. I went to bed sad. And then I had a dream. And the Lord gave me a dream. And in the dream, I'm in a mansion. I'm in a mansion, and the mansion is in America, and I know it's in America because of the architecture. It reminds me of those southern houses, those southern mansions that you see on the film when you're watching stuff about the slave trade. So I was in a mansion, and I was on the second floor of the mansion, and I was looking out of the window onto the grounds. And in the mansion, I was next to Donald Trump, and he was at a desk, and all of a sudden it started raining. And as it was raining, I looked outside, and the property, the estate, had a massive lake on it, right? So as you looked outside, it had a lake, a massive lake outside. And the lake started having these vortexes, right? Just so imagine these vortexes. And these vortexes, there wasn't one, there wasn't two, there wasn't three, there was about 10 vortexes. And the water was sort of like draining out of the lake. It was such a marvelous thing to behold. And then when the water was draining out from underneath the water came these fat cows, massive fat cows coming out from the water as the water was draining in these vortexes. And I looked at Donald Trump, and he looked at me, and these cows, I was thinking in my head in the dream, how can the cows breathe underwater, because they were fat and healthy, and they were coming up from under the water, and the water was draining. And then I turned to Donald Trump, and he looked at me, and then he handed me a book, and the book had gold, it was a gold cover, and it was hardcover, and it was like an old book, and he handed me this gold book, and I woke up. And I felt so much jubilation when I woke up. I felt so much better, I felt so much reassured, and I went to go explain the dream to my husband, who was at the gym at the time. I went downstairs in my own home, and by the time I'd woken up, he was already at the gym. And when he came back, I said to him, I dreamt of, you know, the mansion on Django Unchained? That's exactly what I said to him. I said, do you know the mansion on Django Unchained? I dreamt of that. And then I told him the story. And I said I was in America. It was so real. I was in America. I can't describe it, but I was there. I was in America. And after I'd finished explaining the dream to him, I went online and I looked up Django Unchained Mansion. Lo and behold, it is actually called the Evergreen Plantation. It is actually called Evergreen Plantation. And my mind was blown, because the Lord showed me that Joseph is going to be evergreen, if you remember that video. So here the Lord is confirming Joseph in an evergreen plantation alongside the President of America, and cows coming out of the water. The cows are symbolic of, just like how Pharaoh had a dream of 7 cows, the cows are symbolic. They were fat, healthy, beautiful cows that were coming out of this river, out of this lake. And it's the same, the 7 years of plenty were precipitated by healthy cows, just like how Pharaoh had that dream. So the Lord was confirming it to me. And then again, he was confirming to me that Donald Trump is alongside me. We're on the same team, right? Because in the dream, he's in the southern mansion with me. The mansion, of all mansions to pick in America, of all mansions to pick in America, God picks Evergreen Plantation. Hello, people, please understand what I'm trying to say. He picked the Evergreen Plantation in America to confer to me that the wealth transfer is happening, that Joseph will be evergreen. Please try and understand. I was so upset last night. And this is how the Lord confirmed a matter to me. This is how the Lord confirmed a matter to me. And it's not just that. If you think about the movie Django Unchained, it's about slavery. That movie is about slavery.
And the Lord is showing me that He's taking us out of slavery. That plantation is a plantation that has a memorial to slaves. The Evergreen plantation has a memorial. It's preserved as a history in America to show that there was slavery there. The Lord is showing me that He's taking His Josephs out of slavery. I petitioned yesterday to God and I asked Him, is the wealth transfer happening? And that is the dream I had. That is the dream I had. Now the lake that had these vortexes where the water was draining, that of course speaks to liquidity. The liquidity coming out and going into the fat cows, right? Into the cryptocurrency we've invested in. And so the Lord is faithful. If you've been feeling like me, that it's being delayed, the Lord is confirming. He's confirming. I asked Him yesterday and He confirmed that not only will we be alongside Donald Trump, but we'll be in the Evergreen plantation and we'll be free from slavery. I cannot make these things up. I cannot make these things up. When I looked up Django and I looked up the mansion and I looked up the fact that it was the Evergreen plantation, I was just beside myself, absolutely beside myself. And so I hope this encourages you guys. Shabbat Shalom.
Plantation website, and it has a historic database on slavery. If you go here, you can see the database on slavery. It's got the Ancestor Project and a virtual tour. It is located in this address here in America. I'm not sure what state that is, but that's where it's located in America. And yeah, it really blew my mind that of all the mansions to pick, the Lord picked this particular mansion in my dream, and it matches up beautifully with the word He gave me about Joseph being evergreen. The fact that He picks this plantation because we're called to build Goshen, and this is a type of a Goshen, except it was used for the wrong reasons. And so the Lord is showing us that He's reversing the role, putting us into the mansion where we'll be masters and looking after the plantation, where we will treat people fairly and with justice and kindness, right? So this is the Evergreen plantation. It's really beautiful. If Americans are watching me, and you know something about the Evergreen plantation in terms of where it is in America, please do pop in the comments section what you know about the place. All I know is about the mansion is about the film I watched in 2012, and these are the servants' quarters, or where the slaves would stay, and yeah, so it's an actual place. What I found amazing is that in the film Django Unchained, they don't show the lake, they don't show the river, but in my dream there was the lake, and there you see again God being completely accurate to show me the geographic location and include that lake or that river where the cows are coming out of, the particular lake and river. So yeah, apparently in the film the slaves picked cotton, but the plantation was actually sugarcane. The actual plantation in real life was actually sugarcane, and so it still exists today as a memorial to slavery. And so I thought that was really something mind-blowing. You know, every time the Lord speaks to me, I'm completely mind-blown. The dreams he gives me, they blow my mind. The prophecies he gives me, they blow my mind. When the prophecies come to pass, they blow my mind. Just everything about the Lord Jesus. When you're obedient to do what he calls you to do, it really, really blows my mind. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to waffle on. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. Thank you so much for staying to the end. Shabbat Shalom. Prophetic word given on the 21st of January 2024. This is what the Sovereign Lord says. America, America, I have heard you cry. I will heal your land. The slavery will be reversed. Mississippi, Mississippi, out of you came many tears. Now there will be tears of joy, abundance. Mississippi, out of you will come fat calves.